Right then, here we are, Coltran and Wilcottshire in the Empire of the Grey Knights, Mitten Ram. Pretty much determined to deliver that in every single way possible before I'm actually done building at this place, I think. So, the city as a whole, I think, may have been done in the last actual stream. It was 4 days ago, so I have done a little bit of work. I don't know, I flew into that like I was expecting it to peel out of the way or something, like it can move. Yeah, not too sure what was built here. I think this may have been finished, because I think I may have spent several days actually building underground. Yeah, I'm not too... I'm fairly pleased with what I've got. And the way it came out. Not super thrilled, but kind of meandering a little bit too much at this point. I've exhausted the main structures, really. Turned this into a second library, which I think was at least in progress. Maybe even been finished, I'm not sure. But yeah, you know, there's a few bits and pieces, but I've moved into that area where I'm just recreating builds repeatedly, you know, small housing over and over and over again. Something you need to do if you want to create a city, but kind of not that exciting as a builder. So, you know, like the quadrithesia here. Sure, I've built a quadrithesia, but I can't build another one here. You know, that's it. So, and I feel like most of these buildings are done. The hospital's done. Docks are done. Transportation hub's done. What I'm actually starting on here is what I perceive as possibly an original building that was here before anything else, ironically being built last. May have formed the original settlement here. I just realised there is no means upwards. Probably have to take care of that at some point. But yeah, so I'm looking at this, as I say, this is like it's obviously got a cathedral-esque feel to the central part. I'm not going to go crazy hollowing out this mountain, but as you can see, I do intend for there to be some space back here. You know, there's going to need to be some clearing out to allow access. See, I've already opened up one little bit anyway. So yeah, not too sure about this. I kind of put it in place like it's going to access this side, and this would be another access point. Not too thrilled about it. I threatened this a long time ago to build something connecting up underneath this this piece of mountain, and I was starting to do this. I've actually just realised that this section is going to be sticking out, so it's going to go up on the outside, and I really wanted it to be underneath. I may be able to get away with bringing it back a couple of spaces, like that. I think that would be enough anyway. Sure, let's find out. Build straight. Okay, so that is that right? Yeah. And then the next bit back would actually be embedded in the wall. Okay, so that wouldn't be too bad. I could live with that, so it may actually need to come back a couple of bits. And yeah, so this is going to be here in some form. I did a lot of framework here. I kind of like the way the framework looks, and I'm looking for ways to accent this framework rather than fill it into a solid structure. Also, yeah, another possibility for bringing this in without removing or moving everything I've already done is this. I'll need to obviously do it twice. And just have a couple of tiers, like a layer cake. But yeah, that's it's not quite for now. I'll get to it, but it's not just yet. This place needs a lot of work. I don't want to be working on like 3 or 4 different pieces at the moment. So, a lot of actually what I've done here is in the last 2 or 3 days has actually been underground. This line actually goes all the way to the transportation hub, and then the line from the transportation hub to the theatre station has been put in, completed as well. And this line goes all the way north to a place called Coltran, where it connects to the main line that goes in east-west, as threatened. This was mostly entirely done with cloning. Once I was out of the way of the bits that go up and down, you know, as you saw at the beginning, it dipped to start. Once I'd done that, I started to use the clone command to shift over these entire sections one at a time, and move down like that. Although I had actually cleared out the tunnel itself beforehand, which was unnecessary. I could have just simply created a guiding line. As you can see, it cuts through a ravine just barely, and at this point I did get out to do tiny little bit of decorative work on the outside. Just realised I didn't even finish that. Oh, there may not have been any point finishing it. So yeah, you can see I stopped to do a little bit of work like that. Part of me was actually tempted to put a bend in, because it's a straight line, and I was like, this looks terrible. It's just a dead straight line. So, but yeah, I never got around to it in the end. I left it off. As you see, this cuts through another open air ravine. A little bit to put in a little bit more of an elaborate support. I just realised it's a little bit dark under here. Oops. So yeah, and yeah, this line will continue on now to this building over here. It does, like, it's all done and everything, all underneath. Yes, this is Coltran. It's a little stop-off point specifically built over to mark a location of the actual underground rail system. A little bit more elaborate than obviously it needed to be. I marked this original railway line using using towers, but this one I decided I would stick down a much bigger building. So yeah, these go east-west. This is still continuing east-west, although it turns north at this point. The next stops back this way. One of these lines will take you straight to Crossroads. One of them will take you to the Wildway Abbey. And then we've got this section here, which basically goes all the way back to where it was. But over the sound of a rail car clashing, interesting to see how loud that is on the audio when I get this ready for YouTube. I'm gonna stop there with the review, because I'm pretty much done. And hopefully at some point this will get on to YouTube.